Yo, 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 what it do?
What's up?
That's a weird introduction.
Well, fuck it. You know, you're 75 episodes in, or what is it?
Yeah, 75. We're almost to 100, man. I can't believe where we made it. In every episode, we've been smoking. Oh no, today's the money. It's the money one.
Yeah. Oh, you hey. Dang.
And you know,
Alright.
money is an interesting thing. What's interesting is I used to hate money. Like, I used to say it out loud, like,
Yeah.
I hate money.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until recently somebody told me, like, you should treat money like energy. Like, you're not supposed to love it, but it's like it comes and it goes. But you should also speak about it. Like, I don't know, how you speak on it reflects, and then also like saving money's fucking hard. I don't know. Money's crazy, bro.
All right. Well, I mean, have you ever had a time in your life where you said y'all had a good amount, like a lot of money?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then so you know that feeling of what it feels like,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
All right. So let's talk about that. All right.
All right.
Let's do like the movies do. Let's ball first. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Yeah.
So Roma, go ahead. How would you say you feel when you had quote unquote a pretty decent lot amount of money? What not?
Honestly, I felt top of the world. Nah.
Damn.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Tony
Man,
Montana.
that
Tony Montana. Like, we're gonna say the same thing, eh?
But you felt like you could take care of everybody, bro. You felt like you could take care of your family, take care of your shit, take care of your own shit. You ain't gotta worry about nobody. You know, you ain't gotta worry about too many bills. Like you just sling it, or you just do what you gotta do to make the money, bro. That's how I felt when I had it. You know, I could be able to help my homeboy out. If he wanted to eat lunch, he ain't have to worry about paying for it. My nephews always had something. They either had shoes, they either had clothes, or whatever they needed. You know, that's how I felt with it.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like an asshole. I could just throw it at people and just be like, I'm better than you. Never had that type of feeling, but I felt like if I was a millionaire, I don't know. That's a good question. To me, when you have a lot of money, it's a true testament to your character. You know, what are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna spend it on yourself and just only on yourself to make yourself look like you're better than everybody? Or are you gonna try to squander it? Are you gonna be a waster with it? You know, or are you gonna try to
Be a doer.
help the people around you, like your community, like, you know, get a little shopping center and let people, you know, pay rent to you to have their business open. You know what I'm saying? That's a way you get back to the community. You're opening up businesses for people that you know, taking care of them, but they also have to work for it too, like you did.
What sucks is that sometimes you do that. Let's say, for instance, like Nipsey Hussle or DJ Jam Master Jay. You're working in the hood, but then the hood comes back and bites you in the ass. I guess you can't stay in there. You can have business there, but you can't live there. You gotta be smart about it.
Yeah, bro. If you were raised around the sharks, you gotta know, bro. Like,
Let me get away from these sharks.
Yeah. You know, once I don't have to be a shark anymore, I don't
Right.
belong here, bro. You know what I'm
I
saying?
might
Like,
come through on a boat every once in a while with protection, but I'm not gonna be swimming with the sharks no more if I don't have to.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I don't think I know anybody who was able to get out of the hood that didn't. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I know who was able to, you know, get a nicer apartment or a house and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They did it, bro. You know what I mean? They'll still go back and visit the family and whatnot, but it's like, I need to be living over there. You can't have nothing nice. You know, everyone's always trying to, you know, fuck with your stuff. You know what I mean? And
Crab bucket.
yeah. You're better off.
So what's interesting is the times that I've had a substantial amount of money where I felt like that, or I'm like, well, I'm good. I've been young and dumb, and full of tons and tons of cum. No.
Were you literally young though? Like, were you still in your teens?
All right, so yeah, because the one time it was birthday money.
Damn, how much you get?
I had enough to buy a 20 every weekend of Yayo for like a couple months. So it was a couple $100, right? But I was saving it for Coke. And y'all buy me and my friend Coke like every weekend. Boom.
You and your habit.
20 or 40 or something, yeah. And then I'd buy, you know, it'd be me. I was selfish. I'd buy drugs or I'd buy. Now, like the last time I had a bunch of money, I still kind of fucked up. But I bought shit that I needed. I bought clothes. Well, no, I'm not talking about that time. I'm talking about.
He's giving me that look.
That was just a regular when I fucked the OnlyFans thing, but
Hey.
Oh my god.
that was just a regular paycheck, which made it even worse. Moving on. Uh, when we got all those checks for the COVID thing, I ended up buying like a whole new wardrobe.
Oh, the stimmies.
The stimmies. The stimmies were nice, but I did kind of fuck off. I was smoking too much weed. I even told my mom recently, like, she's like, what are you going to do? And we were talking about money. I was like, look, I made this decision. I'll cut back. I know that I need to like, get less and all that. And that, you know, talking about money.
Look,
Conserving energy, conserving, you know, that if money is time, you also have to conserve your time as well, so. But, yeah, so I buy a lot of weed, and I smoked a lot of weed, but I bought, like, 5 slacks for work. 'Cause I wanted to look good and feel good at work. I bought, like, 5 polos, you know, a couple shoes.
Yeah.
And so it was still kind of me, but I also got my son some stuff. Before that, when I got my credit cards, which is kind of like sitting on money, you feel like you're sitting on money, like thousands of dollars.
Yes.
I spent a lot on my son.
Yes.
Toys, Legos. I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Oh man, yeah.
And but now, you know, being I'm 32, you know, and I have. I told my sister today. I said I feel like I'm at the happiest mental health I've ever been in my life. The most satisfied. Like, I understand what has happened, what needs to happen. I understand you must exist in that process and appreciate every day, because the next day isn't promised. But also to work hard and anything that goes with your name on it, like you want like respect, you give respect, and it's finally. I mean, Jesus was what, 33 whenever he was. I'm not comparing myself to Jesus, but I'm saying it takes about 33, 34 years for a person. At least for me, some people get it. Some people get it and they're 10 years old. I didn't get it until recently, and I needed help. I needed you guys. I needed extra help.
What are you talking about though? Get what?
Well, now I know how to use money.
Oh, it's like a
So if I got the money now, I think I'd be smarter.
so like a sense of responsibility, almost.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, oh, your thing real quick.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, nah. See, I'm terrible with money, and the money. Whenever I've had a lot of money and I spent it, sadly, I have to look back and just have the bigger regret that I spent it all on clothes. You know, because when I was young, like 23, 24, maybe something like that. I got hooked on the credit cards at the mall. You know, it's like Abercrombie, American Eagle, you know, stores like that, like the douchey clothes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to think of another one.
And I would buy up
Hollister?
Nah, I preferred Abercrombie. See, I wanted the good, quote unquote, the good.
Oh, I didn't know
shit.
what
Yeah. See, I knew. I'm not proud of this shit. Whatever. But
Which was the one that had the people outside with no shirts on?
Abercrombie.
Oh, okay. Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So that was like, that's where I would go shopping all the time, but on credit.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you say to yourself, like, I'm pretty sure everybody listening to this can say, like, I'm gonna work for it. I'll pay it off. You know, next week or two, I got this, right? You bank on yourself, but when you're only making like $230, $240 a week, and you're spending literally that much every week on clothes, and you have to pay the bills, it's gonna catch up to you, man. And yeah, man, I have shitty. And
then the interest.
Yes.
They charge you for the shit.
Yeah, my boy here would tell you how they get you with that shit. You know what I'm saying? They just
crazy.
Yeah, so that fucked me over. And also, like, even now as I'm older, like, I still need to work on it, bro. Because I have money and I'll see how much I have in my account, and it'll be a certain time of the month. And I'll be like, oh, I'm good. I can go do a little shopping on eBay, go to Target, you know, go this and that. But you don't realize that, hold up, I still got to pay this money bills at the end of the month. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, with the stimmies, bro, I'm grateful for the stimmies I am, but they made me, they didn't make me. I got lazy. Because, you know, I would go to work way less. You know what I'm saying? I would show up extra late. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I got some money right now.
Right.
Yeah, you know, but obviously once the stimmy stopped coming in, and you just, you know, you're like, damn, I gotta go to work every day again. You know, like, you know, your ass has to. Like, I'm still getting back in the groove of going a full like 5 days on consistently. You know what I'm saying? Right. But yeah, you know, as I get older, I'm getting. I hope I can say I will continue to get better. Right? I don't go ball out the mall anymore. I don't do that. I stopped doing that. Like, I prefer to go to Target, you know, keep it simple. You know, I prefer to buy clothes that I just need, not to stunt, you know what I'm saying? And you know, the karma of all that clothes I bought
Mm.
at Abercrombie and American Eagle on credit that ended up making me go in debt. I didn't even get to wear most of it, fam. Because I fluctuated in weight up and down, kind of. You know what I'm saying? So I would, and these are douchey fit clothes. So you gotta be worried when I'm tight. You know what I'm saying? So most of these clothes that I ended up getting on credit, ruining my fucking credit. I ended up going to either my cousin in Mexico or him or other nephews and this and that. So basically, I was shopping for everybody else, bro. In the end, I didn't get to wear that shit.
For the record, when he said him, he's talking about me.
Yeah.
I got my stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least it helps somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lesson, though.
Yeah.
That's what I get.
For
That's
sure.
what I get. You don't even get to enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
You didn't work for
now
this.
watch somebody else enjoy it.
I didn't earn that.
Watch somebody else look good in the shit that you thought you were gonna wear.
You know what sucks is, hey, if you ain't married, let me tell you this, bro. Once y'all get married legally, if you have some credit problems, now she has credit
Oh,
problems.
and vice versa.
Yeah, so I didn't.
Does the credit become?
Yes. And so my
Oh.
credit fucked my wife up for a little bit, and I felt so
Damn.
shitty about that, bro.
So that's kind of.
So be smart, bro. You know what I'm saying? Be smart with money.
Speaking of credit.
Say no to credit. Say no to credit.
Oh, but speaking of credit score, my credit score.
You about to brag on this?
It went from poor to fine this month. Congratulations, poor to fine.
Sounds like the level of oxygen. You know what I'm saying? The color.
I know every day. That's why they start making us wear masks and shit because they're like because it's at orange.
Yeah.
The virus is at the risk is at orange. So we got.
Yeah.
And then
what?
no, go ahead.
I mean, we can sit here and talk about how good we had it, but there's also been them real time lows, like.
Well, no, but where you're counting dimes, where you're counting nickels and pennies, and I take them to the machine.
No, I'm talking about like, have you ever been to that point where it's like you only have maybe less than $15 with no source of income and no home to speak of, and just figuring out like how the fuck am I gonna get out of this? You know, have you ever been at that point with money? Because that shows you, some people can say, yeah, we don't give a fuck about money, but when you're at that level, you really look at money as something sacred at that point. Right. It isn't, but at that point you ain't got nowhere to go.
It's an energy that's needed to survive in this world.
Yeah.
So whether we enjoy it or don't enjoy it, we have to respect it.
Yeah.
Because it's needed, right? The home thing, I've always had like a home. Like I feel like I like my grandma would let me stay there, my dad would let me stay at his house, but I would have to figure out how to I'd have to start working somewhere.
Yeah.
Whether it's McDonald's or some shit, at some point I'm gonna have to just do something. And
yeah. When that happened to me, I'm my bad, Chris.
No, go ahead.
I was too. How do I say? I was too prideful to ask anybody else to stay with them because I didn't want my problems to become theirs. And I didn't want to be a burden to anybody. And so,
but see,
I always knew I had somewhere to go. But
right.
when it happened to me, I still had a home sometimes too. But it was hard for me because I was so young to really ask somebody else, hey, get in. I've had homies do it for me before, but when it happened to me at that time, I don't know, just probably wouldn't let me. I'm like, you got yourself here, you can get yourself out. Type of
was this when you were younger?
Yeah, this is when I was like 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, at that age you feel very prideful. But even me, I'm such a bitch, I couldn't live on the street. Like, I'd have to call somebody, hey, let me sleep on your couch for a little bit. I'll fucking clean your restroom or something. You know what I'm saying? I'll wash your dishes and shit. I had to do, and then I would hate to be a burden, but I think things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
So those times where, there was a time where my baby mama was 9 months pregnant, and it's the summertime, and it's 2008, and Obama's president, and gas prices are a bitch, and we're riding around with my Honda Elantra with the windows down, and we see a sign that says a dog missing, reward. Mm-hmm. And then we see a dog, and bro, we're trying everything to get that dog just so we can get that reward, so we can have some money for McDonald's and shit, the dollar menu. And that shit, when you have a kid too, it's you do realize the importance of it. But yeah, that whole credit shit is some bullshit, bro. That shit should be illegal.
Yeah, from what especially recently, what I've learned is when it comes to money, it's like, damn, I just had it in my head. It's not about how much you get or how much you lose. It's about how you maintain your income and revenue. You know, and like recently with me, I lost my job. I'm lucky I put in that time.
Like you're getting checks for like retirement money?
No, I'm not. I haven't gotten any check. The last check I got for my job was at the beginning of August.
Okay.
That was the last check I got.
Right.
Besides the government one, but I had to give that to my parents.
So what day is today? What's the day? 20.
Today is
5th or something?
20.
So,
Yeah.
3 weeks, people. Just in case you get put back.
So. But
Damn, my stomach got hungry when I heard that shit. I'm like, oh shit. My stomach's like, oh.
Then you also have bills to pay.
Yeah.
You know, you also have kids that you gotta make sure that you can maintain and support when they need something or something bad happens. And I'm lucky I put in that time that I did working so many hours when I was that I had a little bit of a cushion. But that cushion's gone now. And so it humbles you to be like, as quickly as you were making that money, as quickly as that shit can go. And you're just gonna have to learn to balance and learn how to rebuild. And that shit happens.
And you will. Because you're resilient.
Yeah.
And then everything happens, and it just makes you stronger. Yeah. Every struggle is like exercise.
It was good.
You gotta make a phone call?
No. It was a quote that I was reading
okay.
from the Bible. And it helped me kind of balance myself out when it came down to...
I told this custodian... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, let's talk.
And it helped me because it kind of helped balance my mind of, I lost my job just like that. And like, fuck. When I read this quote, it was from Jeremiah 29:11. And it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future." And when I kind of read it, heard it, and I started kind of thinking about it, it's like, well, I didn't sit long, on my ass to think, okay, let's see if I'll get my job back. I didn't. I just like, well, I gave it about a week or two, and then I went and applied somewhere else and said, fuck it, I'm going to see where I can go. And luckily I was able to make some side income with it, and it's the fact that I'm not going to sit down and just, feel sorry about it. I'm a guy that has a plan for me. I have to fulfill whatever plan he's got for me. I know he's not going to hurt me.
Right.
I know he's not doing this to harm me or to see me fall.
Right.
But he wants to humble me and then see where I need to go.
Yeah, it's the old saying, God wouldn't take you this far just to drop you. He's like, now you know what? I think this is where I'm going to abandon you. Like, that's not how it works. Like he said, this is usually when you hit those downs, it's for a lesson. You either, like you said, maybe you need some humility. Maybe you need to do some rethinking. It's.
Well, yeah, it's humility. I hated like getting the front all the time. I hate having to do that, and I'm like,
we should do a podcast on humility, maybe.
That's a good one. But or humiliation, like being humiliated.
Humiliation, Jesus.
I mean, it goes hand in hand when you get humbled and you get humiliated. It's kind of
Sometimes.
I think humiliation is more like it's provocated by somebody.
I guess the one story I got when it comes to that is kind of pretty funny.
Well, humiliation?
Yeah.
Let's save it for the podcast then.
No, just say now.
Nah, what you mean? You just...
Okay, alright, don't forget it.
Nah, because if he's listening to this, I'll stroke his ego when it comes to that. Alright.
It's about money.
Alright, yeah.
Oh yeah, so
fuck the Fed, right?
So I guess one of the things I've come to realize though is like how to save money. You know what I'm saying? It's about learning how to. And for example, a lot of people would just to them it's easier to go buy food out there. To eat out all the time. You know what I'm saying? And that adds up. Like for the people who go to Starbucks every morning and that $2.50 adds up. Do 250 times 25. That ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying?
I would say, dude, because you get it every day, you might as well do 250 times 365 days. 365. And see how much you spend every day.
Not even including the extra gas you have to spend.
It's like, look, you pay like $15 for Hulu a month, but this is how much you pay for coffee. Something's not right here.
Mm-hmm.
For 1 cup of coffee a day. You start to realize that, like, for example, this is why I started to learn how to cook. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't want to have to waste money going out to eat because we need that for bills, and obviously, like I said, you have to learn some ways to help yourself out. So cooking, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, like Cynthia wants to get, my wife, she wants to get into sewing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying she's gonna sew everything, right? You know what I'm saying? But that'll help out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe.
All fixing socks and stuff.
Yeah. Maybe your shirt that rips. That now she can instead of having to buy a new one, she can just tailor it up.
And that's an old skill that is lost from this new generation. Is knowing how to sew and do simple things like that.
True that.
Along with with us, none of us know how to carpet. None of us knows how to probably build up a home.
No electrician
Right.
shit, no plumbing shit, and
I know how to kind of dabble in plumbing and shit.
Oh, I
I
know.
mean, if you know how to do that shit, just plumb and electricity, bro. You got it. You can charge people to help them out, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or-
Mechanic.
Everybody always needs a car though.
Oh yeah.
You know, one of the things too that my older family thinks that it's stupid that I've always wanted to have live near my job. But I'm like, I don't get why y'all don't care about having to make a 30-minute drive. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how people do
Yeah, so I've always tried to have, where we live close to my job, which is
Right.
the warehouse, the UPS or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it only helps your life, bro. You spend less on gas, especially once you get a little older and you don't go out like on the weekends as much. You that saves you money in itself, and then it saves gas money, and that way you don't catch a flat when you're going out to the club. You know what I'm saying? Like it saves a lot.
And coming home, you want to get home as soon as possible.
Well, when you get older, right? Hopefully, as you mature, right?
Yeah.
The party's got to end sometime.
Yeah, but there's the only thing I can think for people who like that is they're trying to get away from their home life or something.
Reality,
Yeah, and they're trying to spend cause people who drive an hour to work and they're okay with it. I mean, unless you live on a farm and you're just fuck it, it's worth it and fuck. But I can't be in the car that long. This shit frustrates me.
Fuck that. I can't.
I get
I can
rolled.
do it once a year.
Like
Being
long
in the car for 12 hours.
Oh, even
That's
then.
when I take a vacation.
Yeah, but then
That's
you're
you know
actually
what I'm saying?
the vacation's not even just for real life. It's for the fucking 12-hour drive that you have to do and shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but
But it can be cool.
And let's do the math real quick. An hour back and forth, 5 days a week. That's 10 hours every week, 40 hours a month, sometimes 50. And he said, dudes, times a year. It's basically the same as a cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying?
fuck. Man.
You're wasting your money, you're wasting time. For example, coffee. Learn to make your own coffee, bro. You realize that making coffee, first of all, it's not hard, and it's way fucking cheaper. I have a bag of that $7.99 coffee. It's a Starbucks coffee. $7.99 bag. I make it myself. The bag cost me $8. And that bag is gonna last me at least 3 weeks, almost a month. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
In that little bag, you have maybe 3 days worth of people's regular coffee salary. Come on,
Right.
man. See, you gotta.
You also gotta pick the shit that you splurge on. Alright, let's say you like healthy food or something. You might want to spend a little more money on something that's not as. But at the same time, you'll save money, and then you'll save your life in the end too.
Before, when I would get a lot of money, the income tax season, right? You know what I'm saying, or whatever the fuck. I would always think about what can I get for me? I need something. I want this outfit, or I want this pair of shoes, or I want this bag. I used to be really into getting Herschel bags. You know what I'm saying? Not purses, I'm there. And anyhow, but now as I got older, now when I have a lot of money, I first think about what can I get to help improve the apartment for my wife and I. What will look cool? What maybe needs redoing or re-getting, whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
It's to me that's to me now I take more joy in that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've been putting off buying a new pair of sneakers for 2 years now, only because when I get a lot of money, I don't want to do that no more. I feel guilty doing that. I feel like that's just me. I'm buying money just to look at my cool shoes. They're cool and everything, but I
As
could
long
also
as they still work and they got grip.
yeah. I mean, I could do that, or I could go buy something nice for my wife. You know what I'm saying? Go buy something for the patio. You know what I'm saying? Buy something for the room. Some new pillows. New pillows are always in need. You know what I'm saying? Once you have a home life, that's the shit you start to look at. You know what I'm saying?
Or save it.
Yeah.
I have the hardest time saving.
Okay, who you
money.
telling, bro? I have an account that's. And there's no way to fix it. Check this out. So at my job, you used to be able to pick if you want to take a certain amount from your check and put it in some other account, right?
Yeah, I think everybody.
And so I was doing that. But then at my company, at the job I work at, HR got eliminated. HR is not. It's not an office. It's online. It's
Robot.
Probably. It's really weird. So
if somebody touches a titty,
you gotta go
online.
Yeah, all right. So
this part and it's like a webcam. And it's like a whole weird thing.
So basically, the money that I'm putting in that account that's far away, like literally the bank is about an hour away almost. Nah, it's 45 minutes, whatever. Maybe to and fro, right? It's maybe 45 an hour drive, but still, it's in the bank where I had to go to that bank to touch that money. And I can't, because of what happened in HR, I can't turn that money up. It's still only $5, which is what I was always putting in there when I was starting, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's $5 a week. But that's something I think that people should try doing, you know, like, go get an account, probably at like a little, like, one of them,
Like a union,
yes,
union.
that's what I was thinking, one of those union spots, you know what I'm saying, get you a savings account, and, you know, just find a way to transfer automatically $5, $10 a week, or whatever the fuck, into that account, you know what I'm saying?
Right. It's all good.
You know, that adds up, you know?
Oh, yeah,
You know, think
bro.
about it, even though it's only $5, if I don't touch it all year, at the end of the year, I got $250 extra to fuck with. You
Just
know what I'm
saving change.
saying? Yes.
Saving change adds up.
Yeah.
So of course $5.
I'm waiting on my piggy bank to get full. I'm gonna take that motherfucker to,
Oh, yeah.
to the coin
Yeah.
spot.
And even then they take 10%, but it's not bad
I
though
don't
for
care,
the
whatever,
service.
whatever.
Because otherwise you gotta roll that shit yourself and then take it to the bank and then they gotta count it. And it takes
Or
some
you
time.
could, you know, use it and pay your tickets.
Yeah, I seen that shit
Fuck,
before.
fuck,
That
with,
shit's
the,
fucking
fuck
hilarious.
with the man.
Yeah.
And they have to count all those too.
Damn.
They have to. It's still currency. They can try to sit there and tell you, no, you gotta take that to a bank and get no. This is the only currency I can give you. You have to count it.
Yep.
They will spend hours counting every penny, every fucking little coin that you
But
got.
see,
it's funny.
I got hate towards the bank, not the tellers. You know, they're sort of the pawns in the scheme.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
because they're like,
saying?
oh, I'm making this guy's day shit.
Yeah.
I know,
He has
you're,
nothing to do
you're
with
making
it.
their day better because they could be dealing with other people. Instead, they're dealing with your petty ass just counting pennies for the whole
And
day.
it's,
So,
that's an easy day.
yeah.
That's one way
I'm
to do it.
doing kindergarten counting for 8 hours today, and it's not bad at
They'll
all.
probably be pissed because they got to do it, but when they go home, they'll be like, all I did was count fucking pennies all day.
This shit was hilarious.
Huh.
Like, they will go back and reflect on it.
I'm counting a penny while I'm making $1.
Or they're gonna
Oh,
go
that's
home.
fine.
Or they're gonna go home and kill themselves because they smell like penny for the rest of their lives.
That copper smells. Must be blood, right?
I mean, it's not even real copper anymore. I was gonna say pennies might not even be currency.
Pennies are worth less than what they're made of.
Yeah,
They're not worth even a cent.
correct.
Damn, that's crazy.
The copper is like worth maybe 70 cents.
So do y'all have
Or not
any?
even 7, something like that. I don't know what that's it.
Like 0.07 or something. Oh no, because it costs more to
It
make
costs more, yeah, it costs more to make the penny than it does what its fucking value is.
Damn, son.
Well, real copper is fucking worth it. Like people's
Yeah, that's why fools ganked that shit and tried to
Yeah.
take it to the scrap spot. You know?
Bet you that's why they stopped making it with copper.
Yeah.
So, do y'all have any stories of lessons you've learned from money, or did y'all tell that while I was taking a piss?
Yeah, we kind
Kind of dabbled in it.
So we're good. You think?
Well,
we-
I think the one thing that we should tell the people that your most valuable thing to make money isn't a printing press or anything like that. It's yourself. How much value you hold yourself is how much you can go
Wait,
out there
what?
and make.
What about a printing press? What?
No, instead of like trying to print money and trying to make illegal money and do stupid shit like that, you gotta look at your best money maker is yourself.
Oh,
It's not a product. The product is, but your best money maker is yourself in either your hands, your 2 feet. Because you gotta think of
Brain.
how many people need somebody to put the damn burger in my bag and then hand it to me after I pay you.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
that's another episode. Pride. That some people won't take a job because of pride. Like that's beneath me.
They value themselves too much. It's like, no, be real with yourself.
Yeah.
And say,
He's right. How you gonna value yourself if right now you're worth $0? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This job is gonna pay you $15 an hour.
yeah.
Shit,
And
that
all
makes
they're
more than
gonna
a lot of
ask
places,
you.
though.
I had a math teacher in high school tell me this when I was a freshman. It's like, yeah, the kids were being disrespectful as fuck because they were talking in his class, and a lot of people were kind of wondering why I didn't tell these kids a lot of stuff. And he kind of did snap off to him. He was like, you know why I don't tell y'all to leave my class or do whatever? Or when I do tell y'all, it's because I don't want y'all to ruin everybody else's education. But it's like, no, we need people like you. We need guys like you. Because who else is going to put my fucking Wendy's in my
He
bag?
sounds so petty, right?
He did.
Teacher,
Hey,
yeah.
But
but
he was
sometimes though they
but
need to hear.
Yeah, we-
But he made a lot of sense because it's like, holy shit. He's like, if you can't do the simplistic thing of just sit down and listen and then pass your test, then that's your future. And you know what? We need people like you. We need guys like you because I'm not going to put my burger in my bag by myself. I need you out there. So I need y'all to do this. That's fine. But don't ruin it for everybody else.
Right.
But
They get mad that some fast food workers make more than that.
I mean, it's a hard job,
That's what I'm saying.
you know.
But
So I'm saying people knock you. See, people is like, don't be.
Yeah,
I
I
don't do
don't.
that shit.
Fast food. It gave me good work ethic, bro.
Yeah.
You appreciate other like when you go to faith.
Oh, you worked at Whataburger.
Yeah, that was my first job, and
yeah.
man, I got gangster at it, bro. I learned the ins and outs of it, you know. And yeah, you learn good work ethic. You learn that if I bust my ass, I get what because you know at a fast food place it's easy to come up. All you gotta do is work, show up, and they'll automatically be like, hey, you want to learn this, and now you want to move up.
You don't necessarily have to be fully committed
Right.
to every job that you go to. Like people
No.
get that twisted. It's like no, go in there with the attitude, make your money, go the fuck home, but also learn the value of yourself. Like you know what, I don't want to be working at McDonald's every day. I don't want to be here.
But also
putting
do a
boxes
good
every
job,
day. Huh?
right? But also do a good job.
But also, yeah, take pride in your work and
Right.
do it. But also
Because like you said, there's people at work who are just there to like, congregate.
congregate, bitch about their lives and this and that. It's like, no, you have a place to do that at, and if your home is not where you want it to be at, then increase the value within yourself to make yourself more valuable to the world, to where they can pay you what you want to be paid.
Right.
You know, like eventually I want to be a history teacher. I know I'm not going to start off with the best of salaries, but I have to make myself worth people wanting to come and see me talk. I have to make my knowledge and everything, or my two hands.
Shit.
And you also
good
have to
enough
do like
where-
With the
like
way.
extra shit. Like you can't just be a history teacher.
Didn't you say
know
that
what I
you can
mean?
get a bachelor's at a community college now?
Yeah.
Look at that. Opportunity's
So-
wide open.
It's like, do I see myself with UPS for the rest of my life? No, fuck no, I don't see that. But I have to build the value within myself to be able to say I can finally quit this job because now I make an income to where I don't need this job no more. Now I can fully commit to what I want. But I have to spend the next maybe 10, 15 years to do that. And
Yeah.
I'm okay with doing that.
Right, like
It's-
I don't want to be a teacher assistant forever, but it's a solid
Yeah.
resume piece. It's
Mhm.
decent money.
It's-
I mean, it's alright money, but it's not. I couldn't be a construction worker outside, bro. So I just you gotta appreciate what you got.
Yeah, it's like you said, you have to work for it. Cause see, at UPS, I tell all the new hires that get there, it's like, look, I know it's a job, it's a rough job, but it pay if you can stay here and you take care of yourself, it can really help you out, bro. They give you a raise every year. You get really good benefits. You know what I'm
How
saying?
many years were you there?
I was going on 8 years.
See that, and that's your first job.
Hmm?
So you're hireable anywhere. You're bilingual. You're young.
I don't say bilingual, but
Nah, you get.
I can fake it as
Yeah.
much as I can.
But like I was saying though, like I learned that as you get more older, your status, you get more respect. It's actually easier. You think as I get older, I'm just getting rougher, but no, because the people see, like you said, that you're a worker, that you give a fuck about your job. They leave you alone. You start to learn that.
You don't
bro.
get micromanaged.
Yeah, you don't get micromanaged.
You don't need it.
Nobody fucks with you, so you show up and people like you and this and that. It's nice to show up. People appreciate like this motherfucker works and.
If
That's
you
it, bro.
go and it would.
But I had to earn that shit, right?
Yeah.
I had to do this for all these years before I could sit there and say like, yeah, man, I got some,
Yeah, like barely this year, the principal was like, well, I mean, it's been a couple different principals there, but she's like, I appreciated the leadership role you've taken. Because it's almost out of, I didn't want to say, but sometimes it's like a reluctant leadership role that I take on. Because it's like, okay, a lot of these people are not, it just seems like there's some common sense things that I see, probably because of my experience. But so I'll bring up certain ideas and they're like, yeah, that's a good
I'm
idea.
so high. I'm like, I thought we were doing the Smoking Stories podcast, but no, we're still doing the money
The
podcast.
money one, yeah, we're about to end it though.
We
about to
totally
put another book.
Yeah,
detractified.
I felt like I had to establish that because you got a lot of people who establish that you're your own value. You can make your own money just by yourself. I feel like because there's a lot of people that think that damn, I'm just stuck at this job. This is how valuable I am. It's like no, you gotta make yourself valuable.
No, and right now, a lot of people don't want to work. Right now, everybody's hiring because there's a lot of lazy motherfuckers that get free money from the government,
Exactly.
and it's some bullshit.
And eventually that money's gonna run out. They're not gonna take care of you for the
Right.
remainder of your life or whatever.
Right. That Social Security, that money's running out, bro. It's
Who
going
wants what?
drip drop.
No, who wants
Tip
what?
top.
What? Come to an agreement. Or you just gonna
Well,
snatch
I
it?
want to go. I want to finish my little thing from
Which one do you want then? You get
Uh,
to
I'll take that one.
Okay, then I'll take that
Hold.
one.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
They're gonna melt. So you might as well start eating.
Start
Oh,
sucking on this fudge on full flex.
Did you already stop this?
Nah.
You want to end it?
Money, money. I used to sing that song. Money, money, money.
Yeah.
So
That's credit.
Treat it. Hey, fuck cryptocurrency.
Hey, you say that, then for a year, no one has, the banks are all done for.
I think that's one thing with money people need to realize is like,
It can
the
change.
cryptocurrency, bro, will fuck you over.
Right, that's what I think. I think it's some bullshit.
Remember earlier this year, everybody was like, buy.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know, to me, even back in the day when you read history, it's like people valued more of having your gold coinage on you than them saying, oh, I'll give you a banknote. People lose.
Yeah, you know what the cryptocurrency might be, because they know the fall of the bank is coming. They're already trying to set up what's next. The bank 2.0, so to speak, the 3.0. I don't know who knows how many times this has happened. People figure it out, they remove them, and then they come back another way. There's schemers.
I mean, you gotta think, how many of y'all have had the bank sneak fees and shit and take
Hell
money without
yeah.
you even knowing,
Hell yeah,
unless
bro.
you check your account
Hell
and you're
yeah.
like, hey, what the fuck is this?
Hell yeah.
Charge me for what?
Man, it's some cryptocurrency. Somebody can hack into that shit and just
Yeah,
take it.
exactly.
Exactly.
It's not even your money,
They
bro.
just,
They
they
can.
would, oh no.
I mean,
Well, I'm just saying, in electronic currency, it should, as easily as they can go in and add money to your
they
account.
can take it, yeah,
take
bro.
that motherfucker
Yeah.
out.
So you could be today. Oh, I got 100 bitcoins. That's worth $2 billion real dollars, and tomorrow you wake up, it's gone. Someone hacked
Just
your
like
shit.
the IRS can just come in and take your money.
Yeah,
If they,
and the excuse is they hacked your wallet, right? Your e-wallet, digital wallet. Who did? You know what I'm saying? It's so weird, right? You get ganked by who? It's not them.
See, like if all the internet goes down, say the grid goes down,
It don't matter no
no
more.
money.
all you have is paper money and coin.
Even that's worthless.
And
No,
even that,
yeah, they're
at some
trying to-
point, that'll be worthless. Like I think that happened in World War II, right? Like
The
I saw.
inflation was crazy in
World War
Germany.
One.
Was the one where
Yeah.
where all the
Was
kids
it-
are playing with the stacks of money
Yeah,
and shit?
yeah.
So that could happen,
It
and
was
then,
like-
and then it gets to like barter and trade.
It
and
was like
shit.
$10,000 Deutschmarks for like a gallon of milk. You know what I'm saying? The inflation was ridiculous. You know.
No, that was early in the morning. I'm sorry.
Oh, it changed. It changed. Like early in
Yeah.
the morning, it was one
Yeah.
value, and then the next, and then it was like another value. But wow,
So money, yeah.
it's a crazy thing, bro. You gotta respect it. I used to hate it. I used to love it.
Wars that started because of it. Wars
People
that
die from it.
countries
kill
have
for it.
gone for it.
People will sell their souls away.
Their bodies.
They will sell their families
Their children.
away. Yeah, man. Yeah.
So
man.
don't let it control you. You gotta control it. It is.
Well,
It's an energy,
Well, it
bro.
starts with controlling yourself first.
You gotta control yourself
Being
first.
disciplined with this abundance. You know what I'm saying?
There was a time in medieval Europe, bro, that if you owed somebody money, you could sell your own kid into enslavement.
I mean, you can do that
So
now.
Maybe with the right person, you can still sell your kid.
Probably good.
I got this first 6-year-old never touched. You know what I'm saying?
That's so sad.
Yeah. we're going all over the place. All right, that was episode
75.
75.
Money. Peace.
Wait, yeah.